What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be building a Nissan S13 Silvia 240SX coupe out of Lego. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I always do is to find some reference images. So right here is a S13 that I roughly base mine off of. It's kind of like a slightly modified version, but not too over the top with modifications, if that makes sense. So with the reference image out the way, we can now get to designing. But I actually already designed a large portion of the car off camera. So here is what I have so far. As you can see, we basically got the whole front end and basically one side of the car all finished. But it actually took me many tries to get here. The first iteration of the front end was this right here, which looked alright for a first attempt, but wasn't exactly how I liked it. So I then modified it to this, which is slightly thinner, but I thought it was almost too thin. So then I settled for the sweet spot in the middle right here. And then after a few slight changes, I got to this front end. So that leads me to right here, and basically all I have to do now is complete the rear of the car, which should be fairly simple, as well as the other side. So let's get to it. So guys, the design for my S13 Silvia is all finished, at least digitally, that is. But of course, I have to build this car in real life. So all I have to do now is order parts and yeah, get building. And here we have, folks, what you've all been waiting for, the finished Nissan S13 Silvia. Now this is one of the most iconic and most tunable JDM cars ever built, and my personal favorite out of all of the S chassis cars. So that is the S13, 14, and S15. These cars are famous from being turned into anything from, you know, show cars to LS swap drift cars. As you can see up here, we've got an intercooler behind the front bumper. We've also got some deep dish wheels, which you can actually learn how to do in this YouTube short that I made. And that fits this car very nicely in my opinion. We've also got some side skirts down here, which is a similar design that I use on my R32 Skyline mock, but it translates very well to this car as well. I also use the brand new Speed Champions fenders in the rear here. It's hard to tell at first, but you will notice that it is very smooth over top and it's also very thin. With the old Speed Champions fenders, as you can see, it would have some studs above it. We've also got a very clean color matched wing back here. We've also got some very simple taillights, but also very accurate as they translate very well into Lego. And to top everything off, a little dual exhaust down here made with a binocular piece. This car's also got a pretty simple interior in here, just a basic gray on black interior. We've got a center console, a shifter, and a steering wheel mounted on the right side because this is a Japanese car or a JDM car. And you know, that's pretty much all I have for this model. It's a very simple model, but you know, in this case, I think that's a good thing. Simplicity sometimes goes a long way in something like this. So, you know, it is pretty durable and all that aspect and not too hard to build. So I will be making instructions on this car. And I will be making more JDM cars in the future. Please let me know which ones I should do. I can do other S chassis cars, for example. Or like another version of the S13, like the 180SX with the pop-up headlights and the different rear end. I'm also planning on building a few trucks. I've got a few in the works, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked this video, and I will see you in the next one.